Hi Scorpio, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2023. I of course want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, keep in mind it is general for your month as a whole, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I do more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, join the Scorpion tribe, but as well do remember after you finish with this reading do remember to check out your other placements within your individual chart for more messages. But as you can see, I did pre-pull 3 small money and career oracles, as well as 3 tarot cards to begin a layered spread for you. I'm just re-cleansing my energy to make sure I'm feeling fresh for your reading. But with that said and done, let's jump into it. The first card you got over here, savings increase. Absolutely beautiful. Love that we have 4 money symbols on either corner of that card. So it's a month where you're seeing money flow in naturally, given your savings is taking an increase. It's a month where you're putting in the work and it's paying off. Past efforts paying off. I feel like there's growth wrapped up into your reading. You might want to watch Cancer's reading. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're being seen as somebody who will get the job done, somebody who chooses to get the job done, very hardworking, and standing out in the crowd. We have this one at the bottom of the deck. Look at that, unexpected income. You might be gaining a new opportunity that's being pushed into your awareness as golden. Very interesting. But I do feel like you're standing out in the crowd and thinking about powerful change. You could even find yourself adjusting your approach to your work, or this naturally coming to be due to the beginning stages or taking on throughout this month in particular, a new opportunity to make more money, to succeed more. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, a lot of Scorpios drawn to the reading are thinking about a new move of residence, which you'll need the savings increase to get that off the ground, right? Wanting to, start it in a smart way. Could be more in regards to this new job that just came to be or is throughout this month, or you're thinking about for the near future. It could be more in regards to a business that you want to get off the ground or potentially see coming to be for you, but don't fully see what that looks like or how it's going to come to be. For, I don't know why I was going to pull more tarot already. Moving on to the second oracle, luck is on your side. I do feel like there's certain moments throughout the month where it's like, I don't know why I was about to do that. And you might stop yourself, or you might end up doing it and it ends up being purposeful and help you in one, if not multiple ways. I do feel like it's a hard working, but it feels like a consistent but random at times kind of month for you. But luck is on your side on the meanwhile, as they're showing me a 4-leaf clover. You noticing this at certain points, it becoming quite evident for you. And other people noticing this as well, right? It's like you post something on your social media page and that does really well. But also I feel like that's partially tied into your hard work up until this point. You produce for your business, the unexpected income, the savings increase, new opportunities left and right, or one big one in particular, leaving you with true evidence that luck is on your side. And so Spirit's saying, don't fret the future. Don't stress over having enough for this big goal of yours, if not multiple, or just wanting that comfort for the future. I feel like there's some Scorpios drawn to the reading where you take care of your loved ones, at least partially. And so therefore you are thinking about that, okay? Even if you're a Scorpio that just simply is independent and takes care of himself, I'm hearing solo finances. It's totally acceptable to want that that savings for the future, that comfort, that I'm hearing luxury lifestyle for some. If that's not what you desire, so be it, but you at least deserve to have the comfort of enough for yourself and again, potentially your loved ones. Anyways, as luck is on your side, don't be afraid to prepare to take a risk moving forward or make a change. Don't hold yourself back from doing what's right for you and again, potentially those you care about. Being noticed, all right? I do feel like you are very skilled at what you do, and this is leaving you being noticed at certain points throughout the month. Could be the whole month as the month as a whole for some. But I feel all the meanwhile, it's like abundance is overflowing from your cup, okay? It's this level of attention flowing in. People, one if not multiple people of importance might discover you, notice you, and this may help you. Word of mouth might come into play for some. But I do feel like that abundance is being shown to you, flowing in for you, or just staying within your situation for some stepping into the month. Just showing you abundance is just a huge part of your month. But to begin the tarot, we have the Knight of Wands. As I pulled this card, I did hear Scorpio gets this in your readings a lot. I mean, you are a passionate soul. I would say the most passionate of all 12 signs. And so that's tying into your work when you get messages across, when you speak to people who you work with or who you're helping through your job or jobs or your business, when you are even mulling things over, thinking about how to approach things, coming up with creative solutions. I do feel as if even when you're not in the mood to work, you're very passionate either way. It's like you can't help it. It's like written in the stars for you. It's within your bones, the way you do things. So do keep that in mind. But I do feel like this month entails certain levels of movement, progression taking place. I just saw 555 on the timestamp. So I do feel like there's change either taking place. You could be mulling over past change. Don't question those changes, even if they didn't feel within your control. And I do feel like a lot, once again, are thinking about the change for the future. Anyways, it feels like you may find that it's a busy month where you're migrating, running around, even bouncing around, running errands, spending money. Try not to overspend out of respect for your future financial goals or one in particular. But it feels like you're one of the signs throughout the month who has money symbols in their eyes, right? Thinking about the money flowing in, thinking about money you're spending, but then thinking about how much more you wish to make and save moving forward, all right? I'm getting that somebody drawn to the reading, if not multiple, have a really big house in their future. And that might be what you're thinking about, but let's move on forward. Keywording, the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. It feels like there's karma taking a focus for the better and for the worse when it comes to your past, your current day situation. But I feel like somebody you're working with and or living with might be dealing with certain negative karma. They might also be dealing with positive karma that you're not seeing, but that negative karma will take a highlight if that applies to your situation. But it feels like the wheel is turning in your favor. Again, progress taking place, movement. It's not this, this isn't a month where things are stagnant for you. And if that does come to be at one, if not multiple points, very, very brief. All right, things pick back up and keep moving, progressing, growing. And the flow continues all the meanwhile. I do feel like you need to remind yourself at certain points to flow with when to accomplish things, how to accomplish things. Because it feels like at times you're trying to be so strategic or just well thought out, methodical in regards to how to get things done, when to, having preconceived expectations even, right? When you just want to get something done at a certain point because you're used to or you just want to. Just keep an open mind, flow with it, ride the waves. But I do feel like you're preparing yourself and even being prepared by spirit in the universe to fly towards more, all right? I do feel like you're being honored in certain ways throughout the month, but I also feel like there's a level of respect that comes towards you from somebody you work with or is viewing you, and you don't expect it. This will feel good, but maybe a little bit, they're saying concerning or just leaving you a bit perplexed. And I'm also hearing the clouds are clearing. If you've stepped into the month of May, because I'm posting this a little bit late, with a bit of a clouded vision or just feeling foggy or that vision, or just the feeling in a situation that you're wrapped up with, I feel like throughout the month at a certain point, varying from case to case, the clouds will start to clear. Things will feel more illuminated. Things will feel better in that situation, however it looks for you, or you'll just feel better. The Four of Pentacles, naturally, this tying into your first oracle talking about a savings increase. But I do feel like there's a vibe about you where you're strategic, you're selective, you're holding your cards close to your chest. Some of us drawn to the reading are thinking about starting something new for your career, or thinking about this new investment. And it's not like for some, you will have to leave something behind that you're wrapped up with currently, but others of which you want to add on to your plate. And it doesn't feel like you're telling multiple people, okay? Or you're just choosing to keep it to yourself. But going back to abundance overflowing from your cup, the Ace of Cups, I also feel like, again, if you're thinking about something new for yourself, it's going to leave you with this Ace of Cups vibe, all right? but I need to keep the hope alive. In the pre-shuffle, I did get making the best, and I decided not to take it as a main energy for you, but you could have a living situation and or a job or running your business, however it works for you. However that comes to be, you're needing to make the best and remind yourself you have what it takes to do so, and it'll be worth it in the end. And I feel like even certain rewards, the money flowing in for some, that'll keep you pushing forward and help you cope with the annoyances. But the Ace of Cups, again, talking about how the abundance is overflowing from your cup, allowing for your savings to take an increase, and seeing yourself very successful throughout the month to the point where people are applauding you, again, honoring you. People want more of what you have to offer. If you're an entrepreneur, bear with the background noise. I do feel like there is new opportunities left and right past customers' clientele, and even new ones flowing in. Given that they just decided to pick up the recycling in the middle of your reading, I had to stop, but I did get 2 different messages due to it. So remember that any distractions, disturbances, delays are purposeful, because I do feel like there could be noise factors you're dealing with at certain points, people's energy, other disturbances at work and or at home. Anyways, but as well, I do feel as if the number 11 spiritually is coming into play, because I had to stop it at exactly 11 minutes. But let's continue pulling. We have the 2 of Swords. I'm not going to take it, but I do feel like there's, again, a focus on your confusion or your lack of clarity, a lack of illumination in regards to the future of your career and or money in one of not multiple ways. But I do feel like as well there could be a guarded way about you at work and or at home. And I feel like for the majority tranche of the reading, it is valid at least to a certain extent, but it needs to be sort of brought down at a certain point to benefit the situation at hand or just your energy. But look at that, the Justice card, absolutely beautiful. I do feel as if as the wheel turns for you in your favor and you move forward and accomplish with levels of passion and courage wrapped up into it all, there's justice to be acquired. Again, from past efforts, current effort throughout this month in general. But it feels like you're thinking about using your sword to cut things out, whether it's habitual, it could be in regards to, okay, spending money, it could be in regards to an opportunity or a situation, if not multiple. But I feel like past using of that sword, right? Past changes, cutting out is taking a highlight. How did that benefit you, right? You might need to remember that to keep things in a positive perspective for you when you're making the best or dealing with certain annoyances. But as well, I do feel like it just will help you prepare for the future in one, if not multiple ways. Yeah, look at that, the Emperor card for the top of your reading. Absolutely beautiful, because I feel like it's a time for you throughout the month where you're planning, you're very strategic once again, you're organically getting things done at certain other points. But it feels like you are confident in your ability to get things done in the way they're meant to. People trust you. That's a vibe as well. People are seeing you as somebody who has done something a million times, right? Very experienced in your field or however it works for you. Who's had to start over several times is what I'm getting. But I do feel like as well, or just has beginner's luck, okay, in regards to a new situation. It's a month where you just will be showing off at certain points and holding back at others. It feels like, again, through levels of strategy, but needing to go with the flow all the meanwhile, you are showing people how it's done. It's a month where you can't help but at times notice the abundance that's overflowing from your cup, but then choose to ignore it at other points. And that needs to be cut out, because I do feel like there's just a lot to be grateful for. And I do feel like as well you're manifesting, okay? So keep your mind in alignment, focusing on what you wish to see come to be more so, or what you just wish to see come to be in a positive sense. Because I do, again, change. Because I do feel as if any negativity that you will really focus on, or in general, or decide to believe in, will, there's the potential that could come to be as well, okay? Or continue and worsen. But I do feel as if it's a very successful month for you, all right? Whereas you're seeing the savings increase being just a portion of the abundance you deserve, there's a level of luck on your side, and you're being noticed, to say the very least. It's a month where you should be proud of yourself, as again, you're standing out, and there's powerful change being highlighted from the past, currently, and moving forward, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.